I can't quite contain or explain my evil ways.
What is up, everybody? Enderheart here with another Gravity Falls fanfiction reading. In this episode, we will be reading another part of Cipher Secret. But first, I got a few things I need to go over. You just saw a flash of one. I have made a new channel picture. It's the same picture. I just learned how to Photoshop better and added a background or whatever. Yeah. And the reason I've been doing these I didn't do a video yesterday, and the reason I am doing one this late is because I've been working on a fanfiction, and something that I bet most of you Gravity Falls fans that watch my channel or whatever would not know, but I think most of you might, is Steven Universe. It is also one of my other favorite shows. I don't care. But I am making a fanfiction, and this is a small teaser I have been working on, and it just gives you a picture of what the fanfiction would be. But this is just like not even in the middle of it. It's like at the end or whatever. So yeah, and that's about it. Okay, so anyway, let's get right back to the fanfiction things. Just a small update. Okay. As funny as that was, no, Dipper answered. Okay, let's stop talking. The first lesson is simple: levitation. Before Dipper could say anything, a flash of light caused him to close his eyes. After he sensed that the light was gone, he opened his eyes. He stiffened at what he saw. A man on his early 20s with blonde hair, yellow eyes, and wearing an eye patch. Well, apparently normal for Bill Cipher. I'm only in my human form. I'm only in my human form now. And yeesh, you humans are such weird creatures, Bill said, analyzing himself on his human form as if he hadn't seen it before. Suck. It's been a long time since I haven't experienced being in a human body, he muttered. What do you want with... What would you want with your human form, then? Dipper asked, crossing his arms and frowning. He definitely was getting bored and very confused. That was his first lesson. Was the first lesson about levitation or toleration? Because he definitely couldn't tolerate Bill and his weirdness. It'll make your lessons easier, Bill explained. Enough with the pep talk. To levitate, you need to concentrate first. After some training, you'll do it naturally. Now, close your eyes. Dipper sighed, but complied. He waited for Bill's next instruction. Good. Now empty your mind. Just think about nothing. Dipper opened his eyes and was really confused. If I think about nothing, then I'll be thinking of nothing, won't I? Screw the logic, Dipper thought. Doesn't matter. Just think about black, Bill said, narrowing his eyes at the big brown boy. He's stubborn, Bill thought. I like that. Dipper inhaled to prevent him from lunging at the demon at full speed, and then closed his eyes again. Unwillingly, Bill smiled at him. Although fully not trusting the demon, he would obey him. Maybe that was a sign of trust. Bill would have to wait until Dipper fully trusted him. Now, think about something you like, something that makes you feel free. Dipper's hands clenched into fists as he tried to remember something that would make him feel free. Probably it wasn't chasing monsters around and almost killing himself. Dipper remembered one day where he was flying with Mabel on that weird griffin creature. Oh my god, reference. My fanfiction right there. My god, that was hilarious. It made him feel free. Dipper felt the air around him get lighter. Now open your eyes. Dipper opened his eyes and looked around. He could see the sky and the clouds. He looked down and saw how high he was. Dipper shrieked. That was worse than when he was almost dropped by said griffin. He fell, losing his focus, and landed on a tree branch. That time, it really hurt. Ow, he moaned, Bill floating around him, barely containing his laughter. Don't laugh, Dipper warned between teeth. Just to have Bill Bill to have a laughing fit. Dipper waited until it stopped, and a serious face all the way. Sorry, Pine Tree, but what was that? Bill said, snickering. I got startled. I was too high, Dipper exclaimed. I thought I was going to levitate a few millimeters off the floor. Not as high as a skyscraper. Bill rolled an eye. The kid was a fast learner, but needed to control his fears. Maybe a little more training would do, especially with more gigantic snakes, because gigantic snakes are fun. Are we going to have another lesson or what? Dipper asked, snapping Bill out of his momentary trance. Before Bill could answer anything, everything around him started to crumble, just like a branch under Dipper. He fell, but concentrated long enough to float before hitting the ground. Hey, I did it! Dipper said. Oh, hey, I did it! Dipper whispered quietly to himself, smiling. Well, tonight we'll have more lessons, and you'll learn harder things. While that, I'll be watching you, Bill said. The last part he quoted was rather scary. While that, I'll be watching you, Bill said. The last part he quoted was rather scary tone of voice, which Dipper knew he would have to get used to, because Bill was his mentor. The word sent shivers through Dipper's spine. He sighed and slowly landed on the ground, which luckily didn't crumble under him. Somehow Dipper knew that he had a deal with the devil, and he was becoming his apprentice in order to protect his family from said devil. He didn't know how to distinguish reality from illusion anymore. That made him laugh if it wasn't tragically tragic. The whole world around him crumbled until all he saw was darkness. Dipper opened his eyes in a heartbeat. He looked around, analyzing every inch of the room. He was back in the attic. He tried to remind the events of his dream. He had fallen asleep. Bill taught him his first lesson, levitation. He tried to kill him with the giant snake, or at least tried to make him stronger, which wasn't exactly working. Well, that was fun, Dipper thought a little while smiling. He stood up, hopping out of bed, and proceeded to get dressed. He grabbed his navy blue vest, his pine tree hat, and his socks, not even realizing what Bill had done to him. What Bill had done to him between his shoulder blades. There lay Bill Cipher's wheel with a triangle in the middle of said wheel. Dipper wouldn't notice that, or would he? Morning, he said to Mabel. She smiled at him. He could sense waves of unease and mating from her. Wait, when could he feel that? Bill, he thought bitterly. That didn't matter right now. Good morning. I made pancakes because the extra shiny sprinkles were gone. I made normal pancakes because the extra shiny sprinkles were gone, but it's okay. I'll buy new ones secretly using Grunkle Stan's money again. Dipper stifled a laugh. Indeed, Mabel was a funny girl. She handed him the pancakes. And after what happened today, I don't want you fainting again. Dipper was trying to take a bite of his pancake when he heard that. Did Mabel really think that it was her fault? Dipper sighed, putting his fork down, and stood up. He went to her side, grabbed both her shoulders, forcing eye contact. Mabel's eyes widened. Was it her imagination, or her brother was a little more confident? It's not your fault, Mabel. I already had the headache when I took a bite of the pancake. So stop blaming yourself for everything. I don't want to see you sad. With his last statement, Dipper looked down at the floor. He hated the idea of Mabel, his overly cheerful sister, sad and depressed, all because of him. So smile, okay? A smile tugging in the corner of his lips. Mabel smiled softly at him, then hugged him. Whoa! Dipper exclaimed as both of them almost fell to the floor, if it wasn't some kind of invisible force that was keeping them from falling. Bill. Well, that's it for this video. That's all I have time for. I'll see you guys tomorrow, possibly. Bye.